Dom Donuts, and I own Donut Dynamite with my husband. We opened our store about 7 months ago in the town of Wailuku. And so far it's going quite well. It's been really amazing how people have come to find us. People keep coming in, so we keep making donuts. I was born and raised in the Philippines, and I have 2 other siblings, and my mom have always been quite good at figuring out what our strengths were. My sister was very good at organizing the house, so she cleaned, and my brother worked the farm, and I ended up in the kitchen. So I've been cooking for the family since I was about 9 or 10 years old. We cooked in clay stoves, so I had to make fire about 3 times a day just to cook food for our meals. We didn't have refrigerators, so we needed to make fresh food all the time. My mom pretty much raised and grew most everything that we ate. So I have that background, or at least that awareness of using real ingredients, whole foods, without correlating it to health and nutrition. It just was. We didn't think about whether it was organic food or is it local. Of course it's local, it's from our backyard. You know, any leftover food, we fed our animals that we later ate. Just everything was pretty much self-sustained, and it was really more, I think, because we were poor. And I think that being poor in a way helped us become more in touch with our food. I wasn't able to step in a supermarket until I was about 14 years old. I was about 14 when I saw pieces of meat that didn't have blood on. They were bagged. And I was like, whoa, how fresh is this piece of meat? I don't see the whole animal around it. I was used to eating and making fresh food. Many years later, when I moved to the States, I got interested in sports and exercise. So I actually majored in exercise science and forgot about cooking for a while until about one summer I had to buy a KitchenAid for a friend, and I thought I'd buy myself one too because it was really cute. I found an orange KitchenAid. It looked really good in my studio apartment, and then I thought maybe I should use it. And it sat on my counter for probably at least 6 months before I actually put it to use. And then the rest is history. I still use her. I make my meringues. Not any of this mixers actually make as good as meringue as this OG orange mixer. I do kiss it. That's not just for camera. I do kiss her.
Does it have a name? Have you named it? No.
Because then I will never be able to live without her. I have to separate myself slightly. But yeah, she's awesome.
So what is that in that tub right there?
This is the liquid ingredient for the dough. It's got milk, eggs, love.
How many bees you need? 2?
With brioche, you add the butter. It's a complete opposite. Your dough is not finished. There's probably another 5 minutes or so. Then we'll check the elasticity. This is what I mean. Like, you actually have to check it. You have to know the stages of it, because past that, if it gets too hot, it breaks the gluten again, and then there's no turning back.
Watch it like a baby.
Yeah, see, now it's coming together. So that's when it's, yay, like, its muscle is growing again. And then I will slow this down. And it's very important to keep it. So right now I have a couple of varieties of dough that's, we're proofing it really slowly, so we have to put it in the refrigerator. This will stay in here for 6 to 8 hours. It's starting to expand now, and after it reaches a certain point, we do press them down to flatten them. And then usually we do freeze them first. So I'm asleep half the time. One time I woke up like,
Oh my gosh,
I burned this, like because we were so tired. So I went to Culinary Institute of America at Greystone campus in St. Helena, California. I was living in San Francisco at the time, and I drove every day to school because I thought that that was the best school I could attend. Even if there was a couple of other culinary schools within the city, I thought I wanted the clout and the education that the CIA offered. And I think it was worth it. I had a great education, great connections, and that's actually where I met my husband, who is also my partner in Donut Dynamite. I always loved donuts. My very first job was actually at Dunkin' Donuts when I was 15. But at the time, I did not make the donuts. I worked the front of the house. But I think my awareness of donuts kind of came about around that time when I was 15. I did not think I was going to be making donuts for the rest of my life after that, but you always have a soft spot for it. Many years later, I became a pastry chef. Somehow, I would always sneak in a donut on the pastry menu in every place that I worked at. I always thought it was fun. I always thought donuts I can speak through donuts. Like, I express myself through donuts. I think donuts are very humble, and also they're the underdog of the pastry world. I wanted to change people's view of something that could be so simple and humble and not usually regarded as something regal. So when I decided to start a donut business, I thought, we'll make brioche style donuts. It's actually called the rich man's bread in the pastry world. It's an enriched dough. It has a lot more eggs and butter than any other dough out there. Actually, we always hear the quote, "Let them eat cake," by Marie Antoinette. But if you actually look at what she had said, in French, she said, "Let them eat brioche." Because brioche is that, as I said, the rich man's bread. It's the Cadillac of all doughs. And I wanted to make the Cadillac of donuts. So brioche donuts it is.